got an 8 for content and 8 for presentation, a 7 for content and a 7 for presentation, and an 8 for content and 8 for presentation. Thank you.
Hi. Okay, first crush, 10 years old in 5th grade, Robert. And I sat next to him in class. And up until that time, most of the boys in school, they were jerks. They couldn't talk to girls. But Robert was different. He was very nice. He was a really good athlete, and he was very artistic. And he told me, I could see the doodles in his notebooks. He was really a good artist, and he told me that he took art classes after school. And I also took community art classes after school, and I had this fantasy that we were in the same community art classes after school, but we weren't. But I liked him. I had a big crush on him. He talked to me. He wasn't a jerk. He was artistic. And so one day at school, before we were getting our buses to go home, they lined us up in bus lines in the gym. And because I liked Robert, and I was 10, and I didn't know how to express it, I went over to him, and this was winter, and I pulled off his winter hat. And I stole it from him because I wanted him to chase me. And he did. He chased me. He chased me. And he chased me, and I was running away from him. And like I said, he's a really good athlete. And I'm playing like keep away. And I'm like, I got the hat here. I got the hat. And he takes my other arm, and he holds it behind my back. So I release the hat. And when he holds it behind my back, a blinding pain shoots through me. And I drop the hat. And I'm like stunned. And I kind of stumble away, and he's like annoyed with me because I took his hat. He takes the hat and he goes back to his line, and I go home, and I'm like seeing stars. I'm really like not doing well, and but I have my community art class, and my mother takes me. She doesn't say anything, she doesn't even pay attention, but I'm at class and I can barely hold the paintbrush, and the art teacher's like, are you okay? And I'm like, And then I go home, and my sister's like, what's wrong with you? Like, because she's older. And I'm like, nothing, I'm fine. Because I don't say anything, because I think I'm going to get in trouble. I think it's my fault. I know, this gets into a very gray area with the whole Me Too movement, but I don't say anything. Like, I'm trying to protect him, because I loved him. And I live like this, and my arm is killing me. It's really bad. And I have to tell you, my parents are doctors. They are doctors. And I can barely move the thing. And I don't say anything, and they don't pay attention. But in fairness to them, I am the youngest of 5 children, so there are other kids around. But I'm basically like this. And so after literally 5 days, I can't take it anymore. And I say to my dad, my arm hurts me. He goes, yeah. I'm like, no, Dad, it really hurts. And he's like, well, what did you do to it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. So he kind of looks at it to try to just humor me. And within a minute of examining my arm, he goes, I think it's broken. And he says to my mother, Rita, she needs an x-ray. I think her arm is broken. And my mother says, what'd you do to it? And I said, I don't know. And they don't question me further. That is such bullshit. I am a mother. And when you really hurt your arm, there is a point of injury. There is no way you couldn't know. But I'm like, I don't know. So the next day they take me for an x-ray, and sure enough, I have a hairline fracture in my arm. And they are so surprised, but I am not surprised because Robert's really strong. He's a good athlete. He really wanted his hat. So I go to school the next day, but now it's 5 days later. And I got a sling, and in 5th grade, a sling is really cool. They're like, what happened? What happened? I'm like, oh, I broke my arm. And they're like, well, how? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And to this day, we're Facebook friends now. You may see that, but I've never told him. And my parents still don't know. Thank you.